Good morning and happy Valentine's Day. Well, let's get right into the news. This is Randy Tramp, and it was a lot of news this week. Hi, good morning. A lot of news this week. Of course, the big headline, and I'm going to be talking from the Argus Leader. I'm doing good. I'm going to be talking from the Argus Leader and the Omaha World Herald. And how are you doing? Of course, the big news today was the Justice Anthony Scalia. And so that lost a great man. And so that's going to really change the whole political landscape. So here in South Dakota, there's a well, I don't think you can use the word no one, but because there's quite a few in there. There's a bill going through a fight. Transgender fear takes shape. It's really difficult in the legislature. It's a process that they're going through. They're having to and I think South Dakota made news last week when one of our legislators insensitively said something. And so, yeah, that's and so good morning, Jerry. One sex versus gender. That is the bill is that using public restrooms. The bill says that only those, whatever gender you were at birth, that's the restroom you can use. So we'll see how that all plays out. And winning the Battle of the Bulge. I read a little bit about this article, and it's people having these surgeries to balloon within their stomach so that they can lose weight. We've had a friend that did this, and she lost weight, but then after a few years, she didn't keep to the life change, and she gained it all back. So that's one of the problems of it. And of course, as we began, Anthony Scalia, and so I went to sleep and didn't wake up. And then, of course, the debate last night, that was front and center. And a lot of fighting in that debate, a lot of ugly words. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. But how nervous should retirees be about the market? Sat down with our financial advisor, and he said that retirement plans are not good in the if you're looking at it within like 2-3 years, but over a period of 10 years, it's good, and it always works out. And we're not in as bad of a place that we were in 2008 when the recession hit. There's not a recession right now. The market is just reacting to China and the low oil prices. And so without a recession, this shouldn't be a long-lasting deal. So we'll see. We'll see. If Americans get afraid and a recession happens, well, then it might be something different. And here are South Dakota scenes. We've had snow. We had a little bit of dusting last night. And so here's an interesting USS South Dakota battleship. Served well. Might look deeper into that. We got the Grammys coming up, and that'll be interesting. It is something that now whenever they have Grammys, I've been noticing they've had an African American. So none were nominated, but so that'll be interesting to see. And the Super Bowl, Beyonce, Gaga, and Taylor Swift. Well, no, that's not the Beyonce. A lot of controversy in the if she wanted to bring up controversy, she sure did that. And so about the Super Bowl. And this is what I like. It's the best-selling list. This is USA Today. Best-selling books, and I'm going to look into The Choice by Nicholas Sparks. That sounds like a good one. The Fifth Wave, seen that movie, love to read the book. That was really a really good movie. And here into the World Herald. World Herald, I like the Sunday edition of the World Herald because they always they come up with a feature. And this one is the new Cuba, and I think I'm going to look more into that, check more of it out. It sounds very interesting. And we have more of Hillary and Bernie Sanders. This last week, the question was raised, does Sanders really want to win? And looks like he is very careful on how much he brings up about Hillary and defending her and this and that. It's all, you have to wonder. And Trump and Cruz pointing a finger at him. So Trump advocates a lot worse than waterboarding. I don't know. I just torture. I'm not into that. I don't think it's a good deal. More on Cuba, the new Cuba. Be interesting how that is one thing I've agreed with President Obama. Open the doors. Even if we don't agree with the government, let's open the doors to these places. I'm all for that. More on Cuba. Sounds like a good reading. So that's, and the charts. Some of the top movies. Reynolds is Goosebumps, Hitman, The Maze Runner. So, hello. Top movies. And here's the top music. Top phone apps. Not sure. Messenger, Facebook, Snapchat. Twitter did have some changes on it. Thank you so much. Twitter had some changes this past week on how we receive our Twitters. So, be interesting how that all plays out. And here is I believe it's the New York bestsellers. I'm wondering, I read See Me by Nicholas Sparks, and I read Girl on a Train. Very good. Very, very good. And Rogue Lawyer sounds good. I enjoy reading John Grisham books. And James Patterson. I'll have to check those out. And here is the end of this. Do you want to love a snowman? And all the different pictures of the South Dakota snowman. And it was beautiful. Good morning. Very beautiful when the snow, and like I said, we got a light dusting last night of snow, and so it's very beautiful out. Well, this is Randy Tramp. Randy Tramp from Southeast South Dakota. You have a wonderful day. I will be back in about an hour. About a half hour. And I always do kids and comics. It's always interesting what the kids have to say, and so find me, randytramp.com. Till later.